So we are not taking the math test today like we said, but we are going to take it tomorrow. Remember, this math is just practice, another way that Mrs. Wells can learn what you know and what you don't, so I can teach you more, okay? And it's just kind of like the star one. If it gives you those challenging problems, do you remember what that means? You are doing exactly the right thing. Now, a lot of the problems you're going to see, you might not know how to figure out. So we're going to look at the website, and I'm going to review the tools with you in case you forgot or if you don't remember. Okay? So, all right. Oh, wrong one. That was homework. All right. So, in here, let's figure out what this test is about first.
There we go. I hope I can do this, guys. Why are we taking it anyway? Well, that's a good question. Do I want to know the answer? No. Sure. Why not? Hi. Welcome inside Mac. Whoa, what are we doing here? I could tell you were feeling a little unsure about the test, so I thought I'd give you some tips. Alright, so what's this test about? Will I do well? Actually, everybody can do their best. Really? Everybody? Yeah, as long as you try the best you can. What if my best isn't good enough? With the math test, your best effort is always good enough. It's a chance to see how far you've gone in learning. What do you mean? I'll show you what I mean. Push a button. Okay. The math test is like other things that you try to do better. Like how far you can throw a disc, how well you play an instrument, or even folding origami. What makes it fun is doing it better and better. What's that got to do with the math test? Because the math test is trying to do your personal best, like this student. She took the math test at the beginning of the year, and that told her teacher what she was ready to learn next. So, during school, she worked on getting better. And later on in the year, she took the math test again, and this let her know how much she had improved. Oh, okay. So what are the math questions like? Well, just try a couple. Do not rush. This is not time to test. Well, I already know my answer. It's this one. Good. You want the question next? You can always change your answer before you go to the next problem. I'm pretty sure. Can I change my answer later? Not really. As you see, there's only a next button, not a back button. Okay, I'm ready. Good. Now let's try a math question. Do you see anything different? You mean the picture in the corner over there? Yeah, that's a calculator. The calculator appears when you might need help with math facts or problems. So, what do you think? I think I have an answer. Can we skip this one? You have to answer every question before I go on to the next problem. But I haven't seen this kind of question before. Well, try this when the question is unfamiliar. Start by taking away the choices that you know are wrong. Well, I know the two bottom ones are too big. Great. Let's just choose from what's left. Then I think it's this one. Wow, good for you. Go on to the test next. But I still don't understand. Why do they put all those kind of questions that I haven't seen before? The math test gives you new and harder questions to see what you're ready to learn next. But what if I get the question wrong? You don't have to get every question correct. Then how many do I have to get right? As many as you can. Remember, it's your personal best. So whatever that is fine. Plus, the math test isn't always so hard. Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's time. Time for what? Time to see how far you can go in the math test. Cool. Thanks for the help.
Ready to get started with the test?
Yeah, I want to see how far I can go.
That's great. Here's what you did. First one.
So some things that were important in there. Is it a timed test? No. You get as long as you need. Use it. Okay? there sometimes are tools that you can use, right? We're going to go through those in a bit, okay? All right, so let's explore what those tools were. Okay. You might not see all of these at once. You might see all of them, you might see some of them. We're going to go through each one to learn more about it. So up here.
By clicking this icon, you can use the text-to-speech tool to have the current test question read aloud.
Read a paragraph. I awoke yesterday morning to loud noise.
It will read the whole question from beginning to end, unless the proctor or test setting prevents certain parts of the question from being read aloud.
So it might not read
There
all of
may be
it.
a brief delay while the system prepares the audio for playback. You can choose which parts of the question you'd like read aloud to you with the Select to Play button. Just click the button and then click the text you would like to hear, and the tool will begin reading from there to the end of the question.
Move the word that has the same meaning as mitigate into the box.
The Pause Play button allows you to stop and start the audio when you want. Pause and play can be used during regular playback and during Select to Play. Highlighting with your mouse doesn't affect the playback of the audio. It will either start from the beginning or from where you click on the text. The speaker button allows you to set the desired volume for the audio playback.
Imagine. Recall.
Please note that the highlighter and eraser tools are disabled while the text-to-speech tool is in use.
Okay. So you might not have that on all of them, okay? But if it is there, can you use it? Yep. All right.
You can use the zoom tool to enlarge the words and pictures on the screen. The percentage in the middle tells you how zoomed into the screen you are. The test always begins at 100%. You can increase the size by pressing the plus button and decrease the size with the minus button. Once you've zoomed in or out, the test will continue to be displayed at that size unless you change the setting again. The zoom tool enlarges the entire screen, including any other tools that you are currently using. You can move around an enlarged screen by using the scroll bars. If you're using an iPad, the zoom tool is not available, but you can use the iPad's native inch zoom function to enlarge the screen.
Okay. So does everyone know on a Chromebook how to scroll with your fingers? If you use two fingers, right, and scroll up and down, what if you want to go from left to right? Still two fingers and just slide it left and right. This might be really helpful in math when you see a chart like this, right? When it's kind of small and you want to see it bigger. It might be helpful during reading too if the words are too small on your page. Okay?
The highlighter can be used to help you mark text in the item to help you answer the question. To use it, click the highlighter icon, then click and drag over the text you want to highlight. If you want to highlight a single word, just double-click it. Triple-click the word to highlight the entire sentence. The highlighter does not work on images, so some math expressions, equations, and symbols may not be highlightable.
Like
When you're
that
done
day.
highlighting, click the highlighter icon again. Please note that highlighting an answer option may select that answer, so check to be sure your final answer is selected before moving on to the next question.
Make sure it's got that blue circle before you move on. Because they highlighted this one, but did it pick it?
Yep.
Did it pick A?
Yep. No, it did.
No, it didn't. That circle's not filled in. The circle next to B is filled in. So just because you highlight it doesn't mean you pick it. Does that make sense? Okay. And remember, can you go back to questions?
No.
Unfortunately not. So make sure you're sure before you go on.
The eraser can be used to remove your highlights. To use it, click on the eraser icon. Then click and drag over highlighted text to remove the highlight. The eraser is not available on iPads.
No, that was it. All right. We're using Chromebooks, so it's okay.
The line reader tool is used to help you focus on one line of text at a time by blocking out the surrounding text. To use it, click on the line reader icon drag it to the line of text you want to read. You can use the arrow keys on your keyboard or your mouse to drag the line reader around the page. You cannot click in the line reader's window to select an answer option. You have to drag the reader out of the way before making the selection. To remove the line reader, click its icon again.
Questions on the line reader? Rose? Tomorrow we will do math, and next week we'll do reading. Yep. Is there what on reading? Yep, some of these. Like, you probably won't have the calculator on reading, right? But there still will be tools. All right, we got a notepad.
The notepad can be used to type notes that can help you answer a question. To open the notepad, click the notepad icon and begin typing. Copy and paste functions are not available in the notepad. The arrow on the bottom of the pad allows you to control the pad size. For longer notes, a scroll bar will appear to help you navigate through your text. If you want to remove the notepad, but keep your notes, click Hide. Click on the notepad icon again to bring the notepad back. The notepad will not save your notes once you move on to the next question.
You might not use the notepad because I'm going to let you use your whiteboard and marker too. You might find it's easier to write on the whiteboard than to type into the notepad. But you could still use this if you want. Okay? This is my favorite one.
Oh, yes. It's really useful.
An answer eliminator can be used to virtually cross out the answers you know are incorrect to help you narrow down your answer options. This feature only works on multiple choice type questions. To use it, click the answer eliminator icon. The X's next to the answer options do not mean that they are incorrect. It's showing you which options can be eliminated. Click the X next to the answers you know are wrong to grade them out. You can still select an answer choice option after it's been grayed out by the eliminator. If you change your mind about an answer you've eliminated, click the X next to it again to return it to its normal color. To remove the answer eliminator, just click the icon again.
Okay. So just remember, that doesn't mean that it's saying all of those are wrong. It's letting you, like on a test, if you were to cross it off, like if I know the answer is not 17, I would cross that off so I don't get distracted by it. Does that make sense? Huh? All right, we got 3 more.
The calculator can be used when available for calculations on a math item. Depending on the item, the test will provide the appropriate calculator, basic or scientific. Not all math items will provide a calculator. To use the calculator, click the calculator icon in the toolbar. You can click the icon again to hide the calculator, or use the hide option in the calculator header. You can move the calculator to a different location on the page by clicking on the header and dragging it to your desired location. Now let's try a few simple expressions. You can type math expressions using your keyboard or click the keys on the calculator. The answer will automatically appear to the right. To finish your expression and move to a new line, click Enter on your keyboard or use the arrow key.
Holly, you need to stay in your seat.
You can also use your previous answer using the ANS or ANS option. By clicking backspace or the delete icon, you can return to an earlier expression to make changes. The error icon will appear if the expression is not valid. To clear an expression, click the Clear option. Once you have cleared the current expression, you can clear all of your previous expressions by clicking Clear All.
Hello, Joe.
You can click the back arrow to undo the last action,
Thank you.
and the forward arrow to redo the last action. To get the square root, you can click the square root icon and type in your value. Or you can type SQRT and your value. If you reset the item by clicking the Reset button, prior expressions will be removed from the calculator history. The scientific calculator has all the same functionality that was previously shown with the basic calculator, but with more advanced options. Advanced options in the scientific calculator absolute value, and access to trig functions such as sine.
This is like really, really big math. You probably won't
You
see
also
this
have an
one,
ABC
okay?
menu
But just in case.
and function menu with even more advanced feature options. To learn more about the advanced scientific calculator functionality, go to the Desmos link below this video. Finally, for those needing accessibility features, open your setting menu here on the right. In the Braille mode are the controls to turn Braille off and both Nemeth and UEV options. A reverse contrast calculator is also available.
All right, we got two more. Ruler.
The ruler can be used to help you accurately measure lengths of objects on a map test. To use the ruler, click the icon and drag it to where you want to use it. The ruler can also be moved by using the arrow keys on your keyboard. It has 2 units of measurement, centimeters on the top and inches on the bottom. To rotate the ruler, click on the curved arrow and drag your mouse up or down, or use the L and R keys to rotate the ruler to the position you want. Click the icon again to remove the ruler.
Adam asked a really good question. He goes, what if I want to use like the ruler? Does it affect my test at all? Like, does it say like Adam didn't know how to do this? No, not at all. It's a smart choice to use the tools when they're on there so that you can help you get to the right answer. It doesn't hurt you at all. It can only help you to use the tools. Make sense? Okay. Are we good on the ruler? All right, last one. Not quite.
The protractor can be used to help you measure angles on the math test. To use the protractor, click the icon and drag the tool to where you want to use it. The protractor can also be moved by using the arrow keys on your keyboard. To rotate the protractor, click on the curved arrow and drag your mouse up or down, or use the L and R keys to rotate the protractor to the position you want. Click the icon again to remove the protractor.
Okay. You might use the protractor if you find an angle like that. So now you know how to move it. Okay. Did you see where they put it?
Yeah.
Watch one more time. Where do they put the protractor?
The protractor can be used to help you measure angles on the math test. To use the protractor, click the icon and drag the tool to where you want to use it. The protractor can also be moved by using the arrow keys on your keyboard. To rotate the protractor, click on the curved arrow.
Did you see where they kind of put it? Claire, where did they put it?
There's like this kind of circle piece, and then there's a circle on the ruler.
Yep. So they use that circle and they try to put it where the angle like starts to get bigger or smaller. And then same thing with the ruler too, right? They tried to line it up. Okay. All right. Questions on the tools. Okay. Let's do a practice test. It's not going to be all the way through. It's just a few questions, okay? Hold on. Grow. That's what it is. So you're going to see a screen like this tomorrow when we get the Chromebooks. You don't log into the Chromebook at all. There's a little icon on as soon as you open it that we'll click on, okay? And then Mrs. Wells has a username for you. And then a password. It won't be grow. It will not. This is for the practice. Okay? This should all be selected for you. It should be because Mrs. Wells made the test. I created it and added you already. Okay? So, no, I added you guys to it. I didn't create it. So I'm not that mean. So this one, I'm having a really hard time seeing my problems. What could I use to help? Maddie? But I can't even really see what the coins are. It's hard to tell what the coins are. Zach? Yep, I can zoom in. Oh, and I might want to do it one more. Now I can see it better. Okay? But now these guys are up here. All right, so I'm trying to figure out how much he paid. I'm trying to figure out how much change. I'm going to use that answer eliminator. but it's a little too big for me, so I'm going to zoom out one more. I don't think it's this one. I don't think it's this one either. I don't think it's this one. Actually, I think it could be this one. But I think it's E, so I'm going to click on it.
Is this actually the answer? No. Oh.
I'm just kind of clicking through. I'm just going through, okay? And then I would need to scroll down until I see that blue arrow. Make that smaller? I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see. All right, this is too big for me, so I'm going to zoom back out. All right. Where is the question for this? Do you see the question?
Yeah.
It's up here. There's the story, and then the question is right below it. Okay? So, Marshall buys a pencil for 12 cents and a sticker for 5 cents. He has no money left over. How much money did Marshall pay in all? I need to move a number and a symbol to show the answer. So let's see. I know 12 and 5. I'd want to add, right, to find an all. So it should be 17. If I click on it, it does go up there. And now, do I want the dollar sign?
No.
Nope, I need a sign next to it. So then if I don't want it, I click on it. Like if I accidentally hit it, oops, nope. I do it again. And then I can go on. Okay? Let's look. I'm going to go do this. All right, let's do with the protractor, just to show you. All right, Kateri asked a good question. If these guys can be made smaller, right, Kateri, is that what you're wondering? I wonder if I zoom out. If I zoom out, it gets a little smaller, but so does everything else. I can't make just the tool smaller. I wish we could. That's a good idea, but we can't. So, is this lined up where I might want it?
No.
No, remember I want it at the angle. Now I'm looking. I think this one is about, let's see, 100 or 80. Which makes more sense, do you think?
No, 100.
Lizzie, Alicia, why do you think 100?
Because if you, on the top it goes by tens, and then it's 90 in the middle, so then it goes to 100.
It's a little bit past that 90, right? So it's a little bigger. So I think 100 too. So I type 100. Uh-oh, there's nowhere to turn in my work. What do I do? Claire? I might zoom out. Or if I don't want to zoom out, I can just scroll my page, remember? Oh, I finished the test. Yay! Just one question. That was just a practice one. It won't be one question, I promise. All right. Any questions about math? I'm going to pause the video and then we can have this discussion, okay? All right. Let me know if you have any questions.